In 2019, Hannah Lee, a college student from a suburb of Seoul, told her family that she was heading to the lively itaewon neighborhood to celebrate Halloween. Lee, now 23, was curious to see fellow young Koreans dressed as zombies. Elder family members were puzzled. All asked, why? She recalled. They think it's a foreign culture. It's not even a Korean thing. Although she had thought of going to itaewon again this year, remembering the size of the crowd along the narrow and often steep roads and stairways of the hip, Philly nightlife district was enough to swear off going again this year, the first since the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. When I heard. Lee was one of the fortunate young Seoul residents who did not witness or fall victim to the horrors of the Seoul Halloween stampede Saturday night that resulted in the deaths of more than 150 partygoers, most of them in their 20s and 30s, and injured more than 130. The dead, 98 of them women and at least 4 of them teenagers, were trapped and crushed in a crowd surge. At least 20 were foreigners from China, Russia, Iran and elsewhere. 2 Americans were among those killed, the U.S. Embassy in Seoul tweeted Sunday morning. Some witnesses and experts say that the cultural gap between a younger generation influenced by social media and Western traditions and their elders, some of whom outright sneer at such outside influence, may help explain why authorities failed to provide adequate security to help control the motif. There wasn't ambulance duty. If you're planning a party of 100, coming, you got to have ambulances, etc. There was none of that, said Torsten Ingvoldsen, 28, a music business professional who survived the disaster. This party is routine. This happens every October in itaewon. It's been happening for over a decade. The Seoul-based Hankyoreh newspaper reports that only 137 police officers were on the scene at itaewon. For a BTS concert earlier this month that attracted 55,000 to the city of Busan, about half the number that had been expected at itaewon, some 1,300 police officers were assigned, in addition to 2,700 security officers, volunteers and others who controlled the crowd, according to a report from